Hello, basketball fans, and welcome into Menomonie High School for this Big Rivers Conference girls basketball matchup between the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes and your Menomonie Mustangs. Alongside my color man, Matt Riley, I'm Joe Zadowski, and we'll be bringing you tonight's live stream broadcast of Menomonie basketball on Mustangs TV. Tonight, the Menomonie Mustangs are looking to extend their two-game winning streak, continue their climb up the Big Rivers Conference standings, and position themselves for seeding in the upcoming WIAA tournament. Under second-year head coach Tyra Swanson, the Mustangs have won 12 of their last 15 games with an overall record of 13-7. Menomonies' 6-5 conference record has them in the middle of the pack in the BRC with 4 games to go in the regular season. Jordan Ullman leads the Mustangs in scoring with over 19 points per game, followed by her freshman sister Lauren, who is scoring 11 points a game, and fellow junior Emmy Marlette, who is averaging just over 9 points per contest. The Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes are 14-5 on the season and 9-2 in the Big Rivers Conference. When these two teams faced off at Eau Claire Memorial on January 16th, the Old Abes won that matchup 67-52. But a devastating injury to their leading scorer, Nora Kling, has the Old Abes scrambling a bit as Memorial lost back-to-back games to Hudson last week. The Old Abes scored 100 points versus New Richmond on January 30th, but after losing Kling, the Old Abes were held to 54 points on Tuesday and 37 points on Friday. Last week's losses to Hudson dropped the Old Abes a game behind Rice Lake, who is now leading the BRC with a record of 10-1. There is no doubt that the Old Abes will be giving it all there tonight in hopes of playing for a piece of the conference championship when they play Rice Lake on Friday. Pending the result of Rice Lake Hudson, that game will be played tonight in Hudson. Coming up in our pregame show, sponsored by Christo Orthodontics, we'll talk with the head coach of the Mustangs, Tyra Swanson, go over the starting lineups, keys to the game, and we'll be ready for tip-off right here from Menomonie High School. We'll be back with Coach Swanson after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Mustangs TV. Welcome back to the pregame show. Joining us now, head coach for the Mustangs, Tyra Swanson. Tyra, you guys had a big win last night against Altoona. Now you're back-to-back nights against the big conference foe in Eau Claire Memorial.
Yeah, when you look further down this season, these back-to-back games help prepare us for that, and hopefully we can have some of those later on.
Now, you guys have been on a great run. Again, started the season just a little bit slow with a lot of new players. Since then, you guys have really hit your pace. We talked last week before your game against Eau Claire North. Girls came out, did a great job. But tonight, you're going to be playing a team that has had a lot of success. What's going to be different going against Memorial?
Yeah, I think our girls have had a great start to our games. I think that's something that we needed to work on. Mid-season is just a better start to the first half. We started some games scoring 0 points within the first 5 minutes, and so they've really focused on having a better start to games, especially tonight. I think last time we played Memorial, they came out with strong pressure, and the girls knew that was going to happen, and they played a little bit more timid. Hopefully tonight they have that belief in them that they can do it. Memorial tonight's also out one of their best players with an unfortunate injury. You hate to see that happen to a player like that and any player in sports, but they look a little bit different, so we're excited to play them.
When you talk about injuries, I know when we talked last Friday, things for the Mustangs were looking pretty good. Health-wise, coming off of a game last night, playing back-to-back nights, any concerns with the team's health?
We're looking good. Knock on wood. We stay strong here. They've done a great job of taking care of their bodies. We get in the weight room 2 days a week. It's hard when we have 3 games a week, but we prioritize rest and just getting good sleep, and that helps, and you can see that on the floor.
Sounds good. Well, Tyra, thank you for your time. Wish you all the best of luck. Should be a great basketball game here tonight in Menomonie.
Thank you.
Okay, that's been Tyra Swanson, head coach for the Menomonie Mustangs on our pregame show. We'll be back in just a minute with the starting lineups, keys of the game, and the tip-off right here from Menomonie High School. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. The starting lineups are being announced, and we're just moments away from tip-off here from Menomonie High School. And bringing our color man, Menomonie High School Activities Director, former head boys basketball coach Matt Riley. Matt, this is a big-time BRC matchup as we get down towards the end of the season.
Yeah, definitely. You know, like you said in the pregame, Memorial's trying to win the conference, stay in that top of the conference race, and our girls are right in the middle of the pack, but we've been playing well, so it should be a good battle tonight.
So starting for Memorial would be number 2, Rhea Shaw. She's a 5'8 senior. Number 5, Ava McCarthy. She's a 5'8 freshman. Number 10, Addie Larson, a 6' senior. Number 14, Katie Tatant, a 5'10 sophomore. And number 24, Ava Hoydam, a 5'7 sophomore. For Menomonie, number 1, Gracie Miller, a 5'7 junior. Number 4, Maya Ramsas, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 23, Emmy Marlette, a 5'7 junior. Number 24, Jordan Ullman, a 5'9 junior. And number 44, Reese Barfnecht, a 5'9 senior. And we have our first whistle of the game. What happened there, Matt?
We got an offensive foul, illegal screen on Memorial.
All right, so good defensive possession for the Mustangs starting the game. First foul of the game. That one is on number 5, the freshman, Ava McCarthy. And Matt, Memorial had a devastating loss last week. Nora Kling, their leading scorer, I think she was averaging almost 20 points a game, had a real devastating knee injury. They played Hudson twice last week. Boy, what's that like for a team losing your top scorer this late in the season?
Yeah, it's got to be tough. You can tell from the second game against Hudson that they didn't respond very well. So it's going to be interesting tonight how they make those adjustments without their best player on the floor, because she really did a lot for them.
That three-pointer by Katie Tatant off the rim. Rebound, however, offensive rebound for Memorial. And, you just hate to see that happen to any high school athlete. Even though obviously the Mustangs want to win every game they play, you hate to see that, and you certainly wish Nora Kling the best with her, probably surgery and recovery, I would assume. Only a sophomore, so I'm expecting that she'll be back strong next year, but those knee injuries really are a tough deal.
Yeah, I was talking with the assistant coach at Memorial, and it sounds like she already had her surgery, and it went well, and she's on her rehab already, so hopefully she can be back and strong, ready for next year.
Well, really glad to hear that, and welcome into all the Eau Claire Memorial fans. This is the only broadcast tonight, so we'll do our best to stay unbiased, although superintendent and activities director on the broadcast is going to be biased. At the same time, a missed three-pointer, rebound by Jordan Ullman. Jordan, the leading scorer for the Mustangs, she's averaging over 19 a game. Really has played well this season. Up, under. Looked like she might have got fouled, no call. Good hustle, rebound. Gets her own rebound. And the Mustangs get another reload. Three-point attempt by Marlette. In and out. That thing was halfway down. Emmy Marlette, a good shooter from outside, not able to hit on that one.
Big key to tonight is if we can, like we've been saying it all year, if we can get baskets and get into our pressure, I think that's going to really help us create some turnovers.
Again, Joe Zdowski, Matt Riley here on the broadcast. Regular announcer Chad Zutter with a well-deserved night off. I think we have 4 games here this week. Chad was on the broadcast last night for the boys' game against Ellsworth. Got the girls tonight. Got games on Thursday and Friday, boys and girls. And then a sectional individual wrestling meet here on Saturday. Rebound, Ullman puts it up in the first basket of the game. Jordan Ullman, we'll expect to see her name or hear her name over and over tonight. First basket for Jordan.
Doing a great job crashing the glass. They're really getting second chance opportunities.
Good solid drive there by Rhea Shaw, the 5'8 senior. Went to the left side, drew the foul, and that one is going to be called on. Let's see, I missed it. 23, that's Emmy Marlette. That's her first. Now for Eau Claire, McCarthy has 2 fouls already. As Shaw lays that one in, ties the game. It's now 2-2. Memorial, looks like they're playing some man-to-man defense, Matt.
Man-to-man. Jordan bringing the ball up, little ball screen action to get it started. Nice cut.
That was a nice cut. It looked like Reese was going to cut, then she decided not to cut, then she cut again, and I think just a little bit of a mistiming there, but it was a good idea. And Menomonie, they're going to bring that full court pressure. They love to bring pressure.
Be interesting to see if we do man right away, run and jump, or if we get in our 1-2-2. It looks like we're going to just do a little man pressure. Their guards are pretty talented.
I see Jordan Ullman wearing some sleeves on her legs. I don't remember her wearing those last Friday against Eau Claire North. It is noteworthy that the Mustangs played last night. The girls were at Altoona. They got the victory. Played some really good defense. Held Altoona, I think it was under 15 points in the first half. And an excellent defensive play there by Gracie Miller. She draws the charge. And see if we got that Mike Sell Insurance replay. Again, Gracie Miller on the defense. Steps in there, takes the charge. Well done. And that foul called on number 2, Rhea Shaw. That's her first, team's third already on the Old Abes.
Gracie did an outstanding job, not staying stuck to her offensive player. Help rotation, stepped up, took the charge. That's a huge momentum play.
You're right. She came in that help rotation, and that's a real sign of some good defense. Good left hand by Ullman. Kicks out to Ramsas. 2-point basket. Good. Maya Ramsas, and the Mustangs leading 4-2.
Ullman right there created that shot. I think she drew 3-4 defenders and found an open player. Great team basketball there.
Yeah, very unselfish by Jordan. She came down lane, probably could have got a shot off, but saw Maya Ramsas wide open. And it looks like we might have a turnover here. And actually, it's going to be a foul on Jordan Ullman. She kind of pushed a little bit. I don't think she had to do that.
You love to see the hustle, but know the situation. It would have been over and back and just get the ball on side out there.
And you hate to see your leading scorer pick up fouls that are unnecessary. You're going to have some that you just can't help. And we do have a sub into the game. That's number 21, Cora Graham. So she's in for number 10, Addie Larson. Mustangs still with their starting 5. Jordan Ullman, Gracie Miller, Reese Barfnecht, and a 3-point basket there by Hoytum. The 5'7" sophomore, her first basket of the game. Mustangs lead 5-4. Turnover Menomonie. That's their second turnover, I believe.
And just like us, Memorial get into their press, and they're very efficient with their press, and we got to make sure we take care of the ball. Shorter passes, getting that inbound in.
So 2 turnovers apiece unofficially. Again, all stats up here in the Mustangs TV booth are unofficial. Nice screen on top there. Lauren Ullman into the game for the Mustangs. She got hit pretty hard on that one. But, that ball sailed out of bounds, and it'll be Menomonie's basketball.
Another great help rotation there by Maya.
And that's good execution by the girls, and boy, what good coaching by Tyra Swanson, the second-year coach for Menomonie. Tyra, standout basketball player, 1,000-point club for Menomonie. Her father, Bart Betcher, still the middle school principal here in Menomonie, and Tyra just doing an awesome job. Really kind of a reload here for this girls program that's been so successful over the years. They started a little bit slow, only winning 1 of their first 5 games, but they've been on fire since then. Reese Barfnecht, that shot off the rim, rebound Memorial.
Memorial likes to go 5 out, screen away, curl action. Just got to make sure we stay disciplined in our defensive assignments.
So another sub in the game for Menomonie. That's going to be Mari Ramirez, freshman. So we have 2 freshmen on the court. Lauren Ullman, number 2, and Mari Ramirez, number 3. Here comes Mari dribbling the ball up the court. She can handle the ball for a forward. That one to Ramshaw. Looks like she got hit, no call. Ramirez gets it. She's kind of stuck in the paint, but she clears it to Ullman. Jordan up, off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Boy, Jordan's strong down there, and she still has it. Rips it away from the Old Abes. Jordan going right to the hoop again, and they're going to call her for a travel. Got over her skis just a little bit on that one, Matt.
Yeah, it was a great job of getting to the lane, but she's just got to learn how to jump stop, be strong, get a little wider base so she doesn't turn the ball over.
So Memorial is leading 5-4. I think I might have had that score backwards a minute ago. Eau Claire Memorial 5-4 on the scoreboard. 13 minutes to go here, first half. Gracie Miller on the defense, man-to-man defense. Good pressure defense here from the Mustangs. Just a little bit of a fake there from number 30, Lydia Palmier. Got herself a little bit of an angle to the lane, but the Mustangs quickly collapsing. That one up, no good. Strong rebound by the freshman, Mari Ramirez.
Seems like Memorial really likes that right-hand drive. We've got to do a better job of taking that away and force them to their weak hand.
Jordan Ullman from the corner. Good! Three-pointer, Jordan Ullman. And that was a hustle rebound she had after her sister Lauren not able to get it in. Looked like a travel, no call there. And Mustangs back on defense.
Right now our best offense is getting our offensive rebound, second, third chances, and we're doing a good job crashing glass.
Jordan Ullman to the middle again. Up, off the rim, no good. Jordan really on the attack here, playing with a lot of high energy. And, a tough foul called on Maya Ramsas. A little bit of too much contact there, but good pressure by Maya. That's going to be Maya's first foul, team's third. So both teams now with 3 team fouls, both the Old Abes and the Mustangs. Sub back into the game for Memorial. I think that was Ava Hoytum coming back in. Emmy Marlette back in for the Mustangs. Ooh, nice cut. That one laid up and under by number 2, Rhea Shaw. That's her second basket of the game. Shaw with 4 out of the 7 for Memorial. And the score is now tied at 7.
That time we gave up the baseline penetration, lost our vision, and they did a good job finding the cutter.
Little two-man game. A nice pass there from the freshman Lauren Ullman to the freshman Maya Ramirez. Mari not able to put it in. And pressure right away from Jordan Ullman. And there it is. There's a steal. Jordan over to her sister Lauren. Up and foul. That foul is going to be called on Shaw. And to the line will go freshman Lauren Ullman. She'll shoot 2. That's the second foul on Shaw. So Shaw has 2 and McCarthy. Both starting guards for Memorial have 2 fouls. And all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. The first one from Ullman a little bit long.
Mustangs are doing a great job of getting their hands on the ball, getting a lot of deflections to start the game, and it's leading to some easy baskets.
Very active on the defensive end of the court. Not only easy baskets, a lot of looks too. This score definitely could be different. I think the Mustangs would like to have 2 or 3 of those opportunities back, but they're kind of a volume team, Matt. They get a lot of looks and a lot of opportunities. Shooting percentage probably not great, but if you're not going to have a high percentage, have high volume, and it evens out. Another turnover there for the Old Abes. That's 4 turnovers now on Eau Claire Memorial. Jordan Ullman picked up that cheap foul out there half court. 11 minutes to go here first half. You'd love to see her not pick up that second foul for a while. She hasn't had a sub yet. She doesn't come out of the game very often. And we have a foul here. Looked like Mari Ramirez was trying to set a screen, and I think the defender from Eau Claire Memorial just pushed right through it. I think they're going to get 22, Veronica Fessenmeyer.
Nice little set action, a little side elevator play, and the defender just can't run the screener right over.
Actually, that was Lydia Palmier. That was her first foul. First foul, team's 5th. Ullman to Barfnick from the elbow, off, no good. And heads-up play there by Emmy Marlette. She just knocked it off the defender. It'll be Mustangs ball. Coming into last week, Eau Claire Memorial was undefeated in the Big Rivers Conference, but in that first game on Tuesday against Hudson, they lost their leading scorer, Nora Kling. Got beat by the Raiders on Tuesday, and then they came right back and played them on Friday. There was a rescheduled game in there, and now an offensive foul called, an illegal screen. I think they're going to call it on Ramirez, and yes, it was. It was on Mari Ramirez, maybe moving a little bit on that screen. That's going to be her first, team's 4th. But so Memorial dropped 2 games to Hudson. I think they only scored about 35 or 37 points in that second game, trying to regroup here after losing their leading scorer.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they respond for the rest of the season. Definitely their best player did a lot for them, but you got to regroup as a squad, and you got to figure out ways to get better and improve.
Traveling the call on Lauren Ullman, the freshman. And a couple subs coming in for the Mustangs. Gracie Miller, Maya Ramsas coming back into the game.
Both teams starting a little sloppy, a lot of turnovers. Hopefully make some adjustments here and get better looks at the basket.
Memorial was 9-0 in the conference before last week. They dropped those 2 games to Hudson, and by doing that, they went 1 game behind Rice Lake in the conference standings. Although Rice Lake and Memorial play each other on Friday, so if Memorial wins this one, they'd be playing Rice Lake essentially for the conference championship on Friday. Mustangs hoping to spoil that opportunity. Nice bounce pass by Miller, up off the glass, no good for Lauren Ullman. Left a little bit short, and it'll be a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to Menomonie.
Well, those are plays that you got to convert against good teams, and we've left a lot of points off the board to start here.
Oh, I'd say at least 8 or 10. And really some shots that were pretty high percentage shots. Emmy Marlette out top for Menomonie. Back cut there by Lauren Ullman. Gracie Miller on the far side wing. The lefty goes left, and I don't know if the defender realized that Gracie's left-handed. She went right by her, put it in. Mustangs now lead 9-7.
Now we're showing our 1-2-2 press look. Memorial did a good job getting the ball to the middle and breaking it.
Looked like there's a little hook there on that drive. No call. Instead, Emmy Marlette called for the body foul. And that will be the 5th team foul. I think they're going to call it a shooting foul. That's the 2nd foul now on Emmy Marlette. Both teams with 5 team fouls. And to the line for Memorial, number 14, Katie Tatant. First one is good.
The first, 10 minutes of this game, you watch Memorial's offense. A lot of their actions are all to their right hand. And, hopefully we can make that adjustment maybe at halftime and force them to their weak hand. But they really like to get downhill to the right.
With 2 fouls, Emmy Marlette will take a seat. Tatant good on both free throws. Ties the game back up at 9. And we will have a timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well. 9:35 to go here, first half. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Visit the newly designed Big Rivers website at bigriversconference.org. Here, you can find results, standings, statistics, calendars, and historical league information.
We're back in action here at Menomonie High School. 9:30 to go here, first half. Jordan Ullman with the ball for the Mustangs. Game tied at 9. See what we come up with a set play coming out of the timeout. Jordan coming on the screen. And another offensive foul called on these screens.
Well, these officials are calling those pretty tight. I don't know if that was a illegal screen or not.
Maya Ramsas called on the screen, and Mustangs are probably going to have to adjust. 6 team fouls now, second one on Ramsas.
Here comes our half-court zone, trapping it right across half-court. That worked well our last home game.
Entry pass knocked away by Ullman. Be Memorial's ball under their own basket. Reese Barfnick checking in for Ramsas. Maya with 2 fouls. She'll take a seat. 9 minutes to go. 6 fouls on the Mustangs, 5 on Memorial. Not many shooting fouls either. A lot of it's been on top. Illegal screens, body fouls. Calling it pretty tight here tonight. Both ways, though. Drive there. And another foul called. That one's going to be on Ramirez. That might be her third. No, it's her second. 7th team foul, so to the line for Memorial. Number 24, Ava Hoytum, sinks the first. Memorial taking the lead now 10-9.
Both teams are going to have to make adjustments to how the refs are calling it. Memorial already in the bonus with 8:49 left in the half.
Second free throw good as well. Emmy Gamez now in the game. With Ramsas in foul trouble, they'll look to Gamez to give him a few good minutes here at the end of the half. Ullman on top. Jordan with the ball for Menomonie. Enters into Barfnick in the post. Reese backing it in, up and blocked. Good defense there by the Old Abes. That's Addie Larson, the 6-foot senior. Mustangs still really active on defense. Memorial has a height advantage, but again, with that 5-out offense, they're not really posting anybody up. Just kind of all cuts to the basket so far. Some slashes like that one, and a left hand up off the top of the glass.
That was a tough shot.
Very tough shot. Lydia Palmier, her first basket of the game. Memorial now leading 13-9. Three-point attempt from Miller. That one's long. Rebound Memorial. Fast break opportunity. 2-on-1. Good job by Miller getting back. And a travel called. She might have traveled 2 or 3 times.
Unless she was bobbling the ball, but it looked like she took a few extra steps there.
Those are always the tricky ones when that ball is being bobbled. You know, do they have possession or not? But that will be a turnover. It's been a while since Memorial had a turnover, but that's now 5 in the half. You supposed to count offensive fouls on turnovers, Matt?
I always did as a coach.
All right, well, I better give the Mustangs a couple more then. They got 4. Jordan Ullman with the drive, kind of stuck in the lane there, able to rip it through. Emmy Gamez off the glass and good for 3!
Bank's open.
The Dairy State Bank is open tonight at Menomonie High School as Emmy Gamez knocks it down from behind the arc, off the glass. I hope she called it. And that's a big basket for the Mustangs.
Yeah, we were stuck on 9 there for a long time. We needed one to give us over the hump, and hopefully that gives us some momentum here in the latter part of the first half.
Good, solid defense from the Mustangs. A lot of activity there. Miller, Ullman now over here. Reese Barfnick on the ball. Boy, both teams playing super hard here. Pretty high-level basketball in the Big Rivers Conference here tonight. Good crossover dribble. Back out to the corner. Three-point attempt is off the glass. Rebound, Jordan Ullman. And here come the Mustangs. Chance to reclaim the lead. Up to the corner, Reese Barfnick. Three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Rebound, Ullman. Jordan up under, still looking for it. Up off the glass and good. And that was just an effort basket there, Matt.
Wow, she got the offensive rebound, took on 2 defenders, lowered her shoulder, and she was not getting denied there. She really wanted that basket. Great effort play.
14-13 Mustangs, but a nice drive there from the Old Abes. That's number 30, Lydia Palmier. That's her second basket of the game. She's got 4, and the Old Abes take the lead 15-14 with 5:43 to go. Ullman setting up the offense, near side wing, going left. Little 2-man game with Barfnick. Now back down to Ullman. Looks like she got held. Jordan run out of gas a little bit. She's been out there the whole half. And up and under, no good. Rebound, Barfnick. And, Jordan's a little winded, but you can see why. She's not taking a break on defense. If anything, she's taking a break right now, bringing the ball up the court.
Yeah, for sure. And you could tell that maybe that game last night's weighing on us a little bit. You know, we don't have a ton of depth. And like you said, Jordan's out there every single minute. So she's got to find spots on the floor to rest.
Three-point attempt, Ullman no good, off the rim. Rebound, Memorial. Fessenmeyer brings it up that's Graham bringing it up. Back down to Graham in the post. And looked like a held ball. Instead, it's going to be a foul called on Gracie Miller. Tough call there. And Memorial's in the bonus, so to the free throw line they will go. Ramsas coming back into the game for Menomonie. Also, number 22, Caitlin Dunbar. Cora Graham at the free throw line. She'll be shooting the 1-and-1. That's the 8th team foul on Menomonie. Only the first foul on Gracie Miller. 8-5 in the fouls column. First one from Graham is good. Her first point of the game. Second one off the rim, no good. Rebound Memorial as Shaw rips that one away. Strong drive there, no call. The ball went off Dunbar, so it will be Memorial's ball under their own basket.
That's one where Dunbar has to take a charge. You got to sell it a little bit. She was in position. She just has to sell it and finish the play.
And another foul called on a screen. Offensive foul. That's about the 5th or 6th time we've seen that called between the two teams. And that one on Hoytum. Her first, team's 6th. So the Mustangs will be in the bonus next time they are fouled.
I know that was a big emphasis this year from the basketball and the refs about illegal screens, but they're taking it to the next level tonight.
Boy, they sure are. And late in the season like this, a lot of times you see those points of emphasis really emphasized in the first 5-6 games of the season. With they're following through on the directive. Teams are going to have to adjust. You kind of hate to see it, but it's kind of a safety deal, I guess. Gracie Miller left-handed for three. Good! Gracie Miller from downtown. And the Mustangs take the lead 17-16 on the three-point basket by Miller. She now has 5.
Let's see if the Mustangs can string together some stops here and look to extend this lead before halftime.
Entry pass down low for the Old Abes. Still in the lane. Now she's out. Shaw with the ball in the far side corner, driving to the middle. Defense by Miller. Good no call there, and that'll be a turnover. 6th turnover on the Old Abes. Pretty good defense, Matt.
Gracie did an outstanding job keeping her hands up, moving her feet. Outstanding job cutting off the drive and staying solid.
Here's a Mike Sell Insurance replay on that last three-pointer by Gracie Miller. Gracie Miller's three-pointers sponsored by Mike Sell Insurance. How do you like that? How do you like that, Charlie? Good set play there for Jordan. Back cut to her sister Lauren. And a quick jump ball called that time. Sorry to interrupt you, Matt. What were you going to say?
I don't even remember.
Okay, must not have been that.
I was talking about the set elevator play that they were going to run for Jordan there.
Well, good thing they didn't work, because then I would have felt bad. So here come the Old Abes, trailing by 1. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. First half from Menomonie High School. The Old Abes won the matchup back in January at Eau Claire. A little bit different story today with Nora Kling, the leading scorer for the Old Abes, out for the season with an injury. 3-point attempt there is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for number 21, Cora Graham. And the Old Abes go back on top by 2.
Anytime Memorial gets downhill on that baseline, they've been really hurting us. They've been getting that extra pass for a wide open shot. We got to make sure we cut off that penetration better.
Miller on the far side. Nice left-handed drive up and off the glass and good.
Always talked about the last 2 minutes of each half, and this is an important stretch here.
It really is. And looking at the scoring so far, Gracie Miller and Jordan Ullman both with 7. Both of them have 2 field goals and 1 three-pointer. Maya Ramsas had a field goal, and Emmy Gamez with that bank shot three-pointer. For Memorial, Shaw's got 4, Teton has 2, Graham has 4, Hoytum has 5, and Palmier has 4. So pretty balanced scoring attack from Memorial. And here we go, 2.5 to go. Eau Claire Memorial, the Old Abes rigging the ball up. Defensive pressure from Menomonie.
Looks like we're in our 1-2-2 zone.
Nice job there from Memorial, getting the ball in the middle and kicking it out. And that 3-point basket by number 30, Lydia Palmier. She now has 7.
Good job from Memorial being ready for that out of a timeout. That weakness in the 1-2-2 is that corner 3, and they really exploited that.
Lauren Ullman, little screen up on top for her. Kept her dribble well. Near side out to Miller. Gracie Miller driving to the elbow. Over to Maya Ramsas. Nice back cut there. Is the right idea. Too late on the pass, though, and that one intercepted. That's now 6 turnovers on the Mustangs. 3-point from the corner, no good, and good effort rebound there by Ramsas. That one was not easy, but Maya able to secure it, and here come the Mustangs down by 3. Ullman entering to Ramsas. Again, I don't think Jordan Ullman's been out of the game yet here in the first half. Lauren Ullman, the freshman, she got hit up and almost an opportunity for a three-point play, but it was a foul on the shot. So to the free throw line goes Lauren Ullman. And again, all free throws this year sponsored by Bills Distributing.
Great job by Lauren reading her defender, and her defender was trailing, so she curled off and got a wide open look.
First one from Lauren, in and out. She hasn't had much luck from the free throw line yet. She's got a nice looking shot though.
She's been shooting it well all year. As a freshman, you know, it's all about confidence. She just needs to see one go through the hoop.
Yeah, I think she's averaging about 11 a game. She hasn't scored yet here tonight. But there's the first one, and that one was nothing but net. And sometimes a shooter just needs to see one go through the hoop, and then we'll see what happens after that. Full court pressure from the Mustangs.
Backside rotations, got to get there. Great job by Maya.
Ramsas knocks it out of bounds. Almost a turnover, but good defense there from Menomonie. Out of bounds for the Old Abes. There's a steal there by Lauren Ullman. Another turnover on the Old Abes. And the Mustangs turn it right back over. And pretty even game so far in terms of turnovers. 6 turnovers on the Mustangs, 7 by the Old Abes.
Whoever can clean that up in the second half's got a really good shot.
Left-handed attempt there off the iron. And Jordan Ullman again. Any loose ball by Jordan tonight has been her ball all the way to the hoop. Left hand, good! And the foul, hoop and the harm. And Jordan Ullman with the basket. She'll head to the free throw line to attempt a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And again, all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing.
That's a pretty special sequence there. Gets a rebound, rips it out of the hands, goes coast to coast, left hand and one. That's a huge momentum play there.
Jordan Ullman from the line, nothing but net. And boy, Jordan really is showing that she's one of the best players in the region. Her effort level and the way she has played is just really accelerated here in her junior season. She started seeing varsity minutes as a freshman, had a good year last year as a sophomore, and really coming into her own now as a junior. Menomonie leading by 1, 40 seconds to go here. The 6-footer down low, no good. Good defense by Gracie Miller and the Mustangs. They have numbers, 3-on-2. That one to Jordan. 3-point attempt up and off the front iron. Rebound, Lauren Ullman. Over to Reese Barfnick. Now back into Jordan. That one is a good idea. The pass is on the wrong side, though, Matt.
Yeah, she got to throw it to the open hand away from the defender, and now we pick up a cheap one, and they're back to the line.
Oh, you hate having that foul with 20 seconds to go. That far from the basket, especially with Memorial in the bonus. And to the line will go Shaw, I believe. Into the game for Memorial, number 21, Graham, and number 22, Fessenmeyer. And Shaw will go to the line with 20 seconds to go here. She'll shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah, I know Jordan was open there, but also you maybe want to hold that possession for the last shot, but
I don't know.
Got to make the play.
If Jordan's open, I say shoot.
I agree.
Good rebound there by Reese Barfnick.
So it worked out.
Tell you, these Mustangs really have been impressive on the rebounding, the loose balls, really playing with some effort here. Coach Swanson has these girls jacked up tonight. Jordan Ullman, little 1-on-1-4, lost the ball there. That'll be a turnover. And Shaw, last second heave, no good. And we'll head her to halftime. Mustangs with the lead, 23-20. We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to have Wakanda Elementary School Principal Diane Schofield as our halftime guest. But we'll head it to halftime. You'll hear from our sponsors. You're watching Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
Appliance in Menomonie has a lot going on, announcing 50 years in business, a new location, and a new look. It's time for celebration. Hi, I'm Kayla from Denny's. We have always been local to assist you and now have moved next door from our old location on Stout Road in Menomonie to serve you even better. Join us for our Customer Appreciation Days, February 25th through the 27th, celebrating 50 years in business and the grand opening of our new location. Stop.
Me too. All right, it adds up. Welcome back to Menomonie High School. The Menomonie dance team with a performance here during halftime. Just had a terrific performance. I think the highest achievement ever for Menomonie High School at the recent dance competition, state dance competition. So just terrific. Our halftime guest tonight is going to be Wakanda Elementary School Principal Diane Schofield. And Diane, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Diane, and we've had her on before, also known to Menomonie people as Diane Slinden.
Yep.
Menomonie High School graduate, super successful, three-sport athlete?
I was, yeah.
What was it?
I played volleyball my freshman and sophomore year, but then basketball 4 years and track and field 4.
And obviously track and field, Tennessee, All-American, all that stuff. We don't need to do the resume tonight, but certainly more impressive than anybody else sitting in this gym. But anyway, what we want to talk about tonight is Wakanda Elementary School. And Diane, how many years have you been in the district now? I know you were in Hudson for a while.
Yeah, so this is year 3 already.
3 years, wow.
Yeah. Goes
fast, huh?
It does, yeah.
And it's just been a great 3 years at Wakanda Elementary School, and I'm sure there's many highlights that you could think about. I know we just had a leadership meeting today, and just talking about it, really kind of celebrating some of the most recent accomplishments. There's been a lot going on at Wakanda.
Yeah, we really have been. This is the time of year where, we come together. Our 5th grade just had their Junior Ranger Night, which is always a highlight. Great community support. Our 5th grade kids really showing all of their amazing skills and public speaking and research and being passionate about our national parks.
It really is something, and we have so many great teachers across the school district. We're so fortunate. Our community is so lucky to have the educators that we have, and your 5th grade team is no different. I mean, talk about some great teachers. Why don't you give them a shout out?
Oh, absolutely. Our team of Ms. Hasse and Mr. Shuddy and Ms. Klopatic, which is our new 5th grade teacher to that team, who's come in seamlessly, and just really what they do with our 5th grade kids, we really look at that as kind of a culminating grade, right? And it's all the great things that have happened kindergarten all the way through 5th grade, and that team really does an amazing job highlighting all of the learning that's happening.
A lot with public education and education in general, a lot of the public-facing items are the performances, the presentations, the ball games, the dance routines, and that stuff really is special. At the same time, there are so many amazing things going on in the classroom, and this is really kind of getting the crunch time for a lot of the classroom activities and some of the state assessments.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's great to see all of that really hard work coming together. We're really focused on kids really highlighting their learning and everything they've done as they go in. And yep, we have those state testing coming up, and really an opportunity to show all that great work that our kids are doing and learning in the classroom.
And it's interesting to see how education has changed, and you kind of have some swings back and forth. And believe it or not, it's my 20th year as a superintendent now.
Wow.
And yeah, wow is right. But in Menomonie, I was super impressed when I came here 12 years ago how our teachers differentiated instruction. And what that means is, they would have a lesson, but then they would modify that lesson for the students in their class, because all students learn at different paces and they have different learning styles, and our teachers have always done a really good job with differentiation. What's kind of been newer in the last, 5 to 7 years has really been more the academic supports, the intervention pieces, and I know also the use of data. The use of data has really changed the game. Technology has helped with that. Teachers are able to see real-time data and use those data to make decisions. How does some of that work with Wakanda Elementary School, your PLCs, your data analysis? How do you guys use that?
Yeah, I think you really hit it on the head, right? That differentiation, really meeting our students where they're at. We talk a lot about the kid in the chair and knowing them really well. We do a lot of work with our PLC, so talking about that 5th grade team, looking at students and looking at their data, both in the math or language arts, and really then how do we help support them, and then bring that to life in the classroom. So we have a What I Need time where we're really focused on literacy. We're looking at where our students are at, extending our kids who are at or above grade level, really taking our kids that are on that bubble, like just not quite there yet, how do we get them there? And then we do the same thing, we have a math intervention time too, and really taking all of that and using it to get our kids moving in the direction that they need to get going.
And I think you hit on the head too. It all starts with relationships, because knowing the student, knowing what makes them tick. And we've all had great teachers, and you can remember teachers that you've had when you were coming through school. Those teachers that got to know you a little bit, and those teachers that might have known you from your family or from in town or some sporting thing or music thing. A lot of times those connections with the teachers were special, and I know our teachers really try to prioritize that.
Absolutely. I think the relationships are where it's all built, and that's something that I can say is really amazing about all of our teachers, but certainly at Wakanda I can highlight great times where they're really looking at knowing that kid and really getting to know them and making sure that they are building off their strengths and building off their interests, which is really exciting.
It's so important too that in Menomonie we really focus on the whole child, and that's kind of an educational term, a whole child approach, and it's easy to say that term. It's a lot more difficult to do it, but I really am proud of our school district and our community, how we take a whole child approach, because certainly what comes first, the relationship with the kids and the academic work in the classroom. But what gets those kids to want to come to school? What gets those kids to have that interest? And a lot of times it's your sports, it's your music, it's your activities. Now we have Science Olympiad going on. What's that Science Olympiad program like?
Yeah, so I think it's exciting. We have an elementary competition, starts at 4th and 5th grade, and I'm really excited. Kayla Wolf, who's one of our 4th grade teachers, is taking that on this year. And again, those relationships she's built has really allowed for us to build that program. We'll have Knapp and River Heights and Oak Lawn will have their teams that will come together, and we'll do a district-wide competition. And again, just fun taking that strengths within the classroom and relationships built and highlighting that as a whole community.
Well, again, we're talking with Wakanda Elementary Principal Diane Schofield. Diane, I know you're a former basketball player. We talked about that. Getting away from the principal role for a second, because we're almost done. Pretty good first half of basketball. What did you see out there?
Absolutely. I love the defense. Really, when we look at this as a low-scoring event, 23-22, Memorial's a good shooting team, and I love the defense we're playing, getting in their face. Some of those bunnies will fall here in the second half, but I love seeing great defense and just being aggressive.
Well, very good. Diane Schofield, thank you so much for being our halftime guest.
Thanks,
sponsored
Joe.
by Crystal Orthodontics. We're going to have a real quick commercial to hear from our sponsors. Then we'll come back with the second half. You're watching.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School. We're just about ready to start the second half. Just want to run down the scoring real quick. For Eau Claire Memorial, Rhea Shaw had 4, Katie Touton had 2, Cora Graham had 4, Ava Hoytum had 5, and Lydia Palmier had 7. For the Mustangs, Gracie Miller had 7, Lauren Ullman had 1, Maya Ramsauce 2, Emmy Gamma has 3, and Jordan Ullman leads all scorers with 10, and a turnover to start the second half, Matt.
Mustangs started the second half with a little set play. I thought they had Jordan open, just a little more air on that pass. She would have been there for the layup.
So when we talk about the second half a little bit, Mustangs leading by 1, probably could be leading by 10 had they shot a little bit better, but still some really good defense. Nice basket there, though, from Memorial, Ava McCarthy. She was on the bench a lot during the first half with 2 quick fouls, but McCarthy starts the scoring here in the second half. Another turnover for Menomonie, so 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. That's 10 on the game now for the Mustangs.
We're having some troubles with our backdoor actions, something like we're a little hesitant and we can't make those plays.
3-point basket there by Toutant. And Memorial came into the second half trailing by 1, now lead by 4. And some miscommunication on offense and actually miscommunication on defense too. We had a couple girls run to the ball, left someone wide open, and resulted in a pretty good look from 3. Ramsas with the ball up top for Menomonie. Looks like Memorial's got a little more energy here starting the second half.
Yeah, for sure, and you wonder if the game last night maybe be taking a toll.
Jordan Ullman up off the glass and good. And when you need a basket, she's the one to go to. Jordan Ullman with a beautiful drive to the left. Used her right hand, got it high off the glass, took the foul, and she'll head to the free throw line. All free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. And man, I forgot the replay again. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, Jordan's got that look in her eye tonight, like she wants to take control of this game, and hopefully she can will us to a win and everyone can get on her shoulders and ride with her.
So 12 points now for Jordan Ullman. That free throw up and good. Mustangs now trailing 27-26. Game's been back and forth pretty much the whole game. Little full court pressure here.
Right there is where you want to trap. Get a good job.
And a heads-up play there by number 24, Ava Hoytum. Threw the ball off of Reese Barfnecht. Hoytum trapped and able to get out of it by some heads-up play.
Looks like we made a little adjustment to where we're trapping out of our 1-2-2. In the first half, we were trapping right away. There, we waited till they got across half court.
Oh, that looked like an illegal screen, and it was. That one, there was no doubt about it. There were some in the first half. It was a little bit questionable, but Addie Larson just laid out Jordan Ullman. That's only Larson's first foul. 2 fouls now on Memorial here to start the second half. Jordan, dribble entry to the right, swinging it back over near side. Gracie Miller back out to Ramsas. Mustangs working the perimeter and trying to let Jordan kind of work inside.
Yeah, they have Reese at the high post area setting diagonal screens, looking to get post ups, and then she takes it on the dribble. Good attack.
That shot's not going to count. Foul called before the shot, but like you said, a real nice attack. And Reese Barfnick, boy, she's dangerous when she gets the ball at the elbow. She really can cover some distance on that first dribble.
Yeah, her first step is very quick, and Memorial's already got 3 fouls here in the first 2 minutes of the half, so let's continue to attack and get to the free throw line early.
So 3 team fouls on the Old Abes. That's the 3rd personal foul on Lydia Palmier. Reese Barfnick down low, up and good. And Reese Barfnick, that was not an easy shot, but she got it to go. Her first basket of the game. And now a deflection by Reese. Reese having a all-star minute here. Into Jordan Ullman, up, under, around, trying to look for it. Here comes some cutters, and a timeout called by Tyra Swanson, a 30-second timeout. And Matt, we'll keep it here. You know, pretty good, energetic first 2.5 minutes here in the second half.
Yeah, Memorial came out, took the lead, and we responded right away. That possession there, I would have liked to see Jordan keep her dribble. She picked up her dribble a little too early. She had a mismatch down there, and by picking up your dribble, you kind of limit yourself.
And we were a little slow to cut. Once she did pick up her dribble, girls got to cut. If nothing else, it creates some space for Jordan down low because everyone else is helping out, not collapsing on her.
Yeah, it seems like we're a half second off on our cuts and our back cuts tonight, and hopefully we can figure that out here in the rest of the game.
But again, these Mustangs came into the season with several girls that really had not played much at the varsity level. Maya Ramsas played a lot last year in the JV. 2 freshmen that have given the Mustangs a lot of minutes. Obviously didn't play last year in Mari Ramirez and Lauren Ullman. Gracie Miller inbounding the ball for Menomonie. Miller out top, 3-pointer, no good. Ramsas went down on that one. Memorial's really running through those screens hard. And a ticky-tack foul there on Miller. kind of in a tough position there.
Good job of not letting her just get an easy basket, make her earn it at the free throw line.
Yeah, only the second foul on Gracie Miller. To the line for Memorial goes Lydia Palmier. She has 7. I think she's the leading scorer for the Old Abes. That first free throw off the back of the iron. And coming in to check in for Menomonie is Lauren Ullman. She's going to check in for Emmy Marlette. So Mustangs leading by a point, 15-14 to go here in the game. Second shot from Palmier is good. And that'll tie the game. And Palmier will take a seat in for the Old Abes. I think that was McCarthy. So Lauren Ullman bringing the ball up for Menomonie. Reese Barfnick looking down low to Gracie Miller. Back out to Jordan Ullman. Jordan from the free throw line. Up and good. And boy, is she feeling it.
Jordan made that defender pay. She kind of gambled there, missed the steal, and she pulled up. Great job at the free throw line. Another steal out of her press.
Steal by the Mustangs. It's a couple turnovers now for Memorial in the second half. I think they have 9 for the game. Barfnick up off the rim. Foul. And Reese Barfnick will head to the line, sponsored by Bills Distributing.
Reese is pretty aggressive to the rim tonight. She did a good job there staying balanced off at 2 feet and getting to the line.
That foul on Ava Hoytum. That's her second, team's 4th. First free throw from Reese off the back of the iron, no good. Katie Toutant checking in for Memorial. To the bench goes Hoytum with her 2 fouls. Second free throw from Barfnick is good. Reese converts 1 out of 2. She now has 3 points. Nice press break there by the Old Abes. 3-point attempt up and good. Nothing but net. Beautiful shot there by Evelyn Bass. That's her first basket of the game.
That's one thing in that 1-2-2. You can't give up that middle pass too early, and when you do that, that's the type of shot they're going to get out of it.
So that ties the game at 31. 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Barfnick looking for a driving lane. Picks up her dribble in the post. Out to Lauren Ullman. Back out to Reese Barfnick. Reese looking for the back cut. Gracie Miller, nothing there. Good defense by the Old Abes. Reese from the free throw line. Good! Reese Barfnick. She's having herself a second half.
She's feeling it.
Excellent defense and really becoming a threat on the offensive end. If she keeps that up, it's going to be good signs here for Menomonie. Nice drive there by Shaw. I didn't see much contact, but a little bit slow to react on defense as Rhea Shaw scores the basket. That's her 3rd basket of the game. She now has 6, and she'll head to the line for a free throw.
If the Mustangs are going to stay in that press, they really got to work on taking that middle away. Once that ball gets there, we're having troubles.
Mari Ramirez checking into the game for the Mustangs. They called that foul on Jordan Ullman on the scoreboard. I don't think that's the right player. Yeah, that foul should have been on Reese Barfnick. The officials are talking about it. And despite the protest from the Menomonie side, they're not going to change it. So a phantom foul on Jordan Ullman. That's her second. That's a big call. Big missed call. Guys are human. It happens. But, boy, you hate to see that, especially when it's on your leading scorer. And now that one out of bounds on Ramsas. Long rebound, not able to get to it. And Tyra Swanson really keeping her cool. I'm sure she's not cool inside.
A lot more cool than I would be right now.
Oh, my goodness. Tyra, what a pro down there. That pass through the arms of Shaw, and that's going to be out of bounds.
All the way down here it should be unless it was tipped.
Well, if they say it's tipped, it'll be down on the Menomonie side. And, boy, I don't know about that. It looked like it went through Shaw's hands, but, yeah, it's going to be Menomonie's ball. They'll have to bring it all the way down. No full court pressure from Memorial. And kind of an awkward 30
sequence there.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's doing a good job keeping their cool, especially with so much on the line here as we get down towards the end of this conference season. Good job by both coaches staying very professional. The fans keeping their cool. That's impressive. And that's why I wear the headset, Matt. It keeps me from yelling at the refs.
Right.
It really shouldn't do that. Jordan Ullman out top for Menomonie. You did a pretty good job keeping your cool as a head coach.
Once in a while.
Oh, you were good. Jordan Ullman up. Looked like there was contact there. No call. And again, the hits just keep on coming here in the last minute for the Mustangs. As Shaw over to the corner. Step back three off the iron. No good. Rebound, Lauren Ullman.
Be nice if the Mustangs try to get Jordan in the post. Memorial's doing a great job pressuring up top. If we could get it inside, I think she has a height advantage down there on her defender.
Two people in the post there for Menomonie. They've just been a little off kilter here in the second half. Not much spacing. Menomonie always does such a good job of spacing. I know that's something that Storm Harmon really preached when he was the head coach. And so impressive how they keep their spacing. And Mario Ramirez looked like they had their feet tied up, but it's going to be called a travel. Another turnover on the Mustangs.
This feels like neither team can get into a rhythm right now. It's going to, the last 12 minutes here, any team that can get in a rhythm and make a run is going to probably extend their lead and win this game.
Emmy Marlette checking in, also Reese Barfneck. Gracie Miller, Mario Ramirez heading to the bench for Menomonie. Matt, I don't know how much of it's a product of sloppy offense or really good defense. I think both teams are playing some pretty good defense.
I would agree, especially on the perimeter. Both teams really get after you.
Memorial, they got the ball to the middle again, and the attack by number 5, Ava McCarthy. Nice drive there by the freshman. So Memorial takes the lead 35-33. 12 minutes to go here from Menomonie High School. Joe Zadowski, Matt Riley on the call. Emmy Marlette over to Lauren Ullman. Nice drive there. Reese Barfneck blocked. Rebound, Emmy Marlette. Emmy Marlette from behind the arc.
Big
good
shot.
Three-pointer by Emmy Marlette. Her first basket of the game. And the Mustangs retake the lead.
Comes off another offensive rebound.
Deflection by Barfnecht and the steal. Now Reese driving from the free throw line. Up, can't quite get it over the rim. Comes down, rebound by Memorial.
Nice attack there. Would have liked to see her go one more dribble, use her left hand to finish away from the defense.
Ava McCarthy making her presence known. Back-to-back field goals for McCarthy. She now has 4. And Memorial retakes the lead. Back and forth here, Matt, as Jordan Ullman steps up off the rim. No good. Rebound, Old Abes. Mustangs a little slow to get back. Fortunate there. And Menomonie missed some opportunities in the first half. Old Abes missed some opportunities now. Jordan Ullman to the rim and good. This will be the third time Jordan's had an opportunity for a three-point play. We'll take a look at that Mike Sill Insurance replay. Good push up the court. And Jordan right past her defender. Foul up off the glass and good. And Jordan will head to the Bills Distributing free throw line with another opportunity for a three-point play.
Good hesitation there by Jordan right past the three-point line. Got her defender to stop, and she exploded right by her.
In and out for Ullman. And looks like we're going to have a lane violation. So a redo for Jordan. I think she hit her first 2 free throws. And she'll get another chance on opportunity number 3. And she sinks it. 18 points now for Jordan Ullman, 18 out of the 39. Mustangs now lead by 2, 10 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Make an adjustment now in the half-court trap.
Steal by Mario Ramirez. She ripped it away there from Lydia Palmier, and here come the Mustangs. Entertaining game.
Both teams, have a lot of chances, and there's been a lot of runs back and forth, and it's going to be a good finish.
Rhea Shaw with some really good defense there. Gets a 5-second call on Jordan Ullman. I thought Jordan started going to the basket. I'm a little surprised the 5 seconds didn't start over, but 5 seconds called.
Be interesting to see how we respond with 10 minutes. It looks like our girls are a little tired out there. watching the ball that caused that 5 seconds. So hopefully they can dig deep and find the second gear.
Shaw for 3 from distance. And Shaw with a good defensive play leads to a 3-point basket. A lot of times you see that in sports. You make a good play on one end of the field or court, and then you end up getting rewarded on the other end. So Rhea Shaw, the senior, showing some leadership here in the last possessions. As the freshman Lauren Ullman got hung up a little bit there, picked up her dribble, and that'll be a turnover. That's now 5 turnovers in the half, 13 on the game for Menomonie. Yeah, the Mustangs are getting beat down the court a little bit in the full court press. I do think playing back-to-back nights is starting to show up a little bit here, Matt.
Yeah, definitely. But they're giving it their all. They're laying it on the court, and hopefully they can find that second gear here with the last 9 minutes.
They really are giving it their all as Emmy Marlette knocks that ball out of bounds. Memorial with a reload from under their own basket. Lob pass inside. Foul called on Miller. And to the line will go Cora Graham.
Well, that's one thing when you get tired, a lot of times your mind goes to, and right there we had a defensive lapse. We got caught in a switch, and we didn't talk, and they got a wide open shot.
So that's the 3rd foul on Gracie Miller. 3 team fouls for the Mustangs now in the second half. First free throw from Graham is long. Checking into the game for Memorial. Let's see, ponytails in the way. I think that's Evelyn Bast. Reese Barfnick back in the game for the Mustangs. That one up and good as Graham converts 1 out of 2. She's got 5 points now. Jordan Ullman bringing it up for Menomonie, guarded by Rhea Shaw. Couple freshmen on the court for the Mustangs. As one of the freshmen, Lauren Ullman, up, tried to get it off the glass with her left hand, no good. And here come the Old Abes. Nice change of pace there. Left hand, no good. And
got lucky there.
Mustangs fortunate. I think that's the 3rd or 4th layup missed by Memorial here in the second half.
Memorial's really good at running the lanes and getting out on offense in the transition. We got to make sure we sprint back.
Yeah, Memorial playing with a different gear here in the second half. Ramirez, left hand. Wow! Mari Ramirez with the left hand off the glass. Her first basket of the game, and the freshman comes through, and the Mustangs needed one. Game now tied at 41. Little push off there, no call. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Good hustle, deflection by Jordan Ullman. That went out of bounds. Memorial's ball. Checking back in for the Old Abes, number 24, Ava Hoynum. Looking at these rosters, Matt, there's a few seniors sprinkled in, but a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. Mustangs got some juniors on there, but you're going to see these two teams, I think, competing pretty hard for a number of years. Good, solid programs.
Yeah, Memorial last year had a chance to go to state. They had a close game in the sectional final, and now they're just rebuilding with more talent.
Good hustle there. Emmy Marlette, heads-up play, tried to knock it off the defender. The ball eventually, or the foot of the defender, eventually touched out of bounds, so that will be Menomonie's ball on the long rebound. Pretty good crowd on hand for a Tuesday night. A little bit sprinkled on the far side. Pretty full here on the near side.
Little horns action, double ball screen. Looking to get downhill. Another illegal screen.
Holy cow. Getting a little bit much for my taste on some of these calls. There's a time and a place for it, and I would not say that was a time or the place in a 40-41 or 41-41 game with 8 minutes to go.
It's almost like you don't even want a screen anymore.
No,
you just got to slip it and get out of the way.
No, it's kind of proven a point now, and I don't know. It's hard to officiate, and we're short officials, and you don't want to rip anybody, but I don't know. You got to kind of know your place, too, I think. Easy to say from up here. Right. So defense for Menomonie, man-to-man. Officials have been consistent, and it's all you can really ask, I guess. That one knocked away.
Knee. Good hands by Emmy.
Rhea Shaw, senior guard. She's played a lot of basketball for Memorial. Nice Stop there and shot. Stop and pop from number 24, Ava Hoytum. She now has 7. Memorial retakes the lead, 43-41. Yeah, if they're not going to call, or if they're going to call the moving screen, they got to protect the screener a little bit.
Yeah, Memorial, the defense is shoving a little bit.
Yeah, really putting the offense at a disadvantage as Emmy Marlette stops and pops from behind 3. No good.
Transition look.
And a run out for Memorial, and that one's an easy layup. Memorial really running out on those shots, and number 30 for the Old Abes, Lydia Palmier, lays it in.
Yeah, the Mustangs had everyone going to the basket for a rebound, and nobody had floor balance at the back end.
Offensive rebound, Jordan Ullman, and boy, she's playing on fumes, but she is just giving her.
See if the Mustangs can respond to that run like they did to start the second half.
That fall on Veronica Fesenmeyer, that's her first. Jordan Ullman to the line for 2 shots. Again, all free throws sponsored by Bills Distributing. First one up and off the front of the rim. And again, that might be a fatigue free throw miss. You see that?
Yeah, her legs kind of like gave out on her there. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things you hate to take her off the court, but at the same time, she doesn't miss free throws like that very often. And now a ticky-tack foul. That's her 3rd. Tyra might need to take her out for a minute or call a timeout or something. I don't know. Not much you can do in a 4-point game with your best player. Kind of a tough situation as a coach. Full court press from Menomonie.
Just got to trust that your player can play through it and move to the next play and forget about that and make a difference the next one.
Good adjustment there by Menomonie, getting back on that press. Mustangs down 4, 6.5 to go. There's a turnover.
There's a run out.
Another loose ball. And no call. Called out of bounds. Jordan's getting a little frustrated now. She might... Boy, she's really done a good job, keeping her emotions in check. Sure. She's a freshman. It was much harder for her, and I can tell she's extremely frustrated right now, but she's trying to play through it. She is just gassed, though. That one, missed layup, rebound, Reese Barfnick. And Reese, the senior, she's providing some leadership here. Over to the junior sophomore Ramsas. Maya to the elbow, leaves it for Miller from the free throw line, no good. That one going to be called off Shaw, and Menomoni's ball.
Well, both teams are, make a run, get up 4 3 points, but can't run away with it. Both teams are keeping the teams in the game.
Jordan Ullman will take a seat here. It's a much needed rest. I don't think she'll be on the bench long, but I think she just needs a little bit of a reset. And her sister Lauren Ullman with the ball. Out to Reese Barfnick. Mustangs, they could be patient here. Let their superstar rest for a minute. Ramsas, bounce pass out to Barfnick. Good long possession here for the Mustangs. Senior Barfnick, turnaround jump shot, good! And when the Mustangs needed one, the senior, Reese Barfnick, coming up big. She now has 7 points, all in the second half. Memorial up and under, good. That was an acrobatic shot by number 5, Ava McCarthy. She has 6, all 6 of hers are in the second half.
Another lapse in our transition defense. Every time we get in the half court and make them work at it, they're having a hard time scoring.
Another turnover on the Mustangs. That's 6 here in the half, at least. I don't know if I got them all. And sub in for Marlette. Jordan Ullman back in the game. She wasn't out long, but sometimes that's all it takes, just to get a little bit of a mental reset, get off your feet for just a minute, and try to suck it up for the last 5 minutes. Nice kick-out pass there, 3-point attempt off the rim, offensive rebound off the rim, and good battle there by Ramsas, and that'll be Menomoni's ball. Good battle there by Maya Ramsas for the Mustangs.
Been cold here the last couple minutes. Mustangs need a good look at the rim here.
Yeah, the one basket they've had was that turnaround jump shot by Barfnick, and she nailed it, but that was not an easy shot. Memorial playing some really good defense here in the second half. Reese from the corner, falling away off the iron. No good. And that one off Jordan Ullman. It will be Memorial's ball. That was a little bit of a heat check, I think, on that one, Matt.
That was a tough shot falling away in the corner.
Reese,
well, when you're feeling it, you love the confidence.
Reese is so athletic, though. We've seen her make some of those. Full court pressure from Menomonie. Rhea Shaw and Jordan Ullman. That's been a heck of a matchup all night long. Now both Ullman sisters trying to double team Shaw. She dribbles out of it, kicks it out for three. Good. And Rhea Shaw really made that one happen as Evelyn Bast with her second three-pointer of the night. Memorial now pulling away a little bit, 43-50. Ramsas from the corner. That one no good. And, looked like a travel. The official pointed at it like it didn't happen or something.
Kept her pivot foot down maybe?
I guess. And a drive to the basket and 2 points for McCarthy. And Memorial with their biggest lead of the game, probably the biggest lead of either team, leading by 9. We're going to take a timeout as well. You're watching Mustangs TV.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide. It's the services we provide over that fiber.
Dreaming of building a new home or cabin? Dairy State Bank construction loans are more flexible than most. If you're still looking for that perfect spot, we offer lot and land financing. Our mortgage lenders get to know you so they can recommend the best financing plan for you. Call, stop in, or visit our online mortgage center to explore options. Let's turn that dream into reality.
Welcome back to Menomonie High School, and Eau Claire Memorial with a little bit of a run, now lead by 9, the Old Abes do. It'll be Menomonie's ball. A little bit of housekeeping on the court first, a little bit of a wet spot, some sweat over there. Good job, preventive officiating by the officials. Don't want anybody to get hurt. Guys really do a good job, keeping the kids safe and, like to criticize some calls once in a while, but at the end of the day, these guys real professional. Certainly appreciate their work.
Yeah, this crew has been doing it a long time as well, probably 20-plus years for all three of them.
And again, we're always looking for officials. Contact Matt Riley in the high school office. Get you going. Start maybe at some lower levels and work your way up. There's a lot of opportunity. What are officials being paid these days, Matt?
For our lower level games, they'll be $65 a game. For the varsity games, they get $110.
Wow, that's a pretty good payday. Again, you can see Matt Riley in the high school office. Gracie Miller for 3. Good!
Great set of action there. Ball screen to a flare and got a wide open shot. That was a big one. We needed that one.
Gracie Miller, her second 3-point basket of the game. She now has 10. Memorial trying to answer off the iron. No good. Rebound, Jordan Ullman, and a foul. And Jordan, I think that timeout did her some good. Looks like she's just a little bit fresher. She was really running on fumes before.
Now we're in the bonus.
See, I got a replay here. I don't know if I clicked the right one. I don't think that's it. We'll try this again, try a different one if I can get out of this. Jordan Ullman will head to the line for bonus free throws. Let's see, is this the replay of Gracie Miller's three-pointer? I think it is. Jordan Ullman with a little dribble action. Gracie Miller flares out for 3. Good. Jordan Ullman makes the first free throw. Again, all replays sponsored by Mike Sell Insurance. So Jordan hits the first free throw. Menomonie is in the bonus. And that one waved off. The official saying that one of the Menomonie players entered the lane too early. A little bit of an explanation now to Gracie Miller.
I don't know about that. She can move when the ball's released. I thought he called it on Jordan for stepping over the line before it hit the rim.
So that point comes off the board. It's 52-47. 3 minutes to go. Mustangs trailed by 5. Emmy Marlette, full court pressure for Menomonie, and a carrying call. Holy cow, these officials, they're influence the game here at this point. And you know how it is. Anytime these games are close like this, every call matters, and guys are doing a good job.
Might have been a little makeup call there from the free throw.
Might have been. Screens out on top. No call that time on the screens. Left-handed Miller to the basket, up off the glass, and just missed it. A little bit long on the angle that time. And the Mustangs really giving it a run here with 2:43 to go, trailing by 5. Memorial probably going to try to be a little patient here. Memorial hasn't had the ball in the offensive set very long. A lot of runouts, a lot of fast breaks. We haven't seen them run much offense here tonight. Looks like they're going to try to be patient now, though. Mustangs, a couple fouls to give.
Just got to stay disciplined. There's a lot of time left. Don't have to panic. Just play solid defense.
5 team fouls on Menomonie, so a couple more before they get to the bonus, and a foul called there on Jordan Ullman. Boy, you don't want her burning the fouls. That's her 4th, I think. Boy, if we're going to take a foul, she's not the one you want to take it. So that's her 4th. Yeah, if I'm Memorial, I'm going at Jordan, trying to get her out of the game. Remember, she had that mistaken foul earlier in the game. Foul should have been on Barfknecht, and they gave it to Ullman. And a jump ball called. Alternating possession goes to the Old Abes. Tyra, Coach Swanson telling Jordan, don't foul, for Pete's sake.
Yeah,
we need you in there.
They should switch her off of number 2, and they did that.
3-point attempt there is good. And wow, is that a nice looking shot from number 12, Evelyn Bast. That's her 3rd three-pointer. Gracie Miller trying to answer off the rim, no good. And another foul on the Mustangs. They are a little bit in panic mode here, Matt.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of time left. Try to get some traps and make them turn it over instead of fouling and get them to the line right away.
The Old Abes have not shot real well from the free throw line. I don't have the percentage, but maybe that's the strategy that Coach Swanson has decided to employ here. Try to make Memorial make some free throws. Shaw misses that one, so it pays off. Menomonie back with the ball. Mustangs are going to look to try to score quick. Entry pass knocked away by Shaw. The Menomonie ball under their own basket.
Well, with this with this deficit, it's important that we don't just settle for threes. We got to get to the rim and get scores. I think sometimes teams try to force threes too much in this situation.
Gracie Miller with the ball, kicking it out to Lauren Ullman. Reese Barfknecht, she'll fire a 3. That one is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Reese Barfknecht. She's got 10 points, all 10 points here in the second half. Mustangs trail by 5, minute and a half to go. Shaw up, no good, but a foul called. See if they get the right player on that. They do. They call that one on Barfknecht. 44, Barfknecht, that's her 1st. Yeah, that call in the first half, they called it on 24, Ullman, when it should have been on 44, Barfknecht. That one missed by Shaw. So Shaw's missed 2 free throws in a row here. I'm starting to think that might have been...
That's a little strategy. That's why coaches watch film.
That's right. That one's good. So Shaw hits 1 out of 2. She's got 10 points now.
Elevator action.
Lauren Ullman. Nothing brewing there. Over to Emmy Marlette. Rips the ball away over to Gracie Miller. Minute to go here. Mustangs trail by 6. Drive by Barfnick. Up off the glass, and Reese continues her hot second half. Now with 12 points for the senior. But Shaw dribbles through it herself, kicks it out, and a foul called. And what's that going to be?
Looks like a offensive foul, I think they called. Offensive foul on Shaw.
Offensive foul on Shaw. And she was going 100 miles an hour, and she passed the ball, and I think she just kept running. And I think that might have been Emmy Marlette taking the charge. I took my eyes off it for a second, but heads-up play there by the Mustangs. And down by 4 with the ball, 54 seconds to go. This thing's not over. Jordan Ullman with the ball.
Same action as last possession.
To her sister Lauren, top of the key, over to Gracie Miller. 3-point attempt is good. Gracie Miller with the 3-point basket. And the Mustangs trail by 1, 38 seconds and counting. And a foul. Marlette tried to give the foul, no call. And now a foul is called.
Must have been away from the ball when she passed it.
I think Emmy Marlette was trying to give a foul the whole way down the court, and she called the foul. Or the foul was called after the pass was made. Memorial's in the bonus though. It'll be 1-1. Shaw is just absolutely beat out there for the Old Abes, too. I'll tell you, these girls on both sides have really given it their all tonight.
I don't know if Shaw's been off the floor either.
Not much. Yeah. Maybe she had some foul trouble in the first half, maybe for a little bit. And that was a really nice free throw, a big free throw there. And that ponytail's, there it is, number 12, Evelyn Bast. Boy, she can really shoot. She's got 3 3-pointers and just a really nice-looking shot. Evelyn Bast, she's a 5'7" freshman. And I jinxed her. That went off the front of the rim. Mustangs trailed by 2. Jordan Ullman coming down. She's going coast to coast. Left hand, good. And Jordan Ullman ties the game at 57. Mustangs on the defensive end. Here come the Old Abes. Tie game at 57. And there's going to be a timeout on the court by Memorial. And what a comeback by the Mustangs. Trailing by 8 points just a minute ago. And a quick erase, a few missed free throws, a couple big shots, and now the Mustangs have themselves right where they want to be. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. We got a great finish brewing. You're watching Mustangs.
Appliance in Menomonie has a lot going on. Announcing 50 years in business, a new location, and a new look. It's time for celebration. Hi, I'm Kayla from Denny's. We have always been local to assist you and now have moved next door from our old location on Stout Road in Menomonie to serve you even better. Join us for our Customer Appreciation Days, February 25th through the 27th, celebrating 50 years in business and the grand opening of our new location. Stop.
It's 57-57, Eau Claire Memorial's ball, 14.3 seconds to go. And Matt, you're the coach. What do you do?
You know, in this possession, you just got to play solid defense. You have 19 fouls. The next foul gives them 2 free throws, so you don't really want to take the chances maybe fouling their lower percentage free throw shooter. We also have 2 timeouts left, so if we can get a stop and call timeout, maybe get a last-second shot at the rim.
Memorial's missed several free throws here in the last 2 minutes. That really gave the Mustangs an opportunity. But, with double bonus, you probably don't want to foul, at least not on purpose. And Shaw has the ball, guarded by Jordan Ullman. See what Memorial does, come on out of the timeout. Nice drive there, knocked away, and a foul called on Miller. Kind of a late whistle. I thought it was probably the right call. Gracie did reach across. So with 5.3 seconds to the line for Memorial, will go Ava McCarthy. I don't think she's been at the line here in the second half. I don't know if she's been at the line this game. But, yeah, Memorial, they've struggled from the free throw line a little bit. See what McCarthy does here. Regardless, the Mustangs are going to have 5 seconds to go here as McCarthy misses the first.
It's a big spot for a freshman.
You got to rebound here, Matt. Mm-hmm. We've seen this before. You know, you see it all the time. You get to these situations, and you really got to rebound on that missed shot. Reese Barfnick, Jordan Ullman down low for the Mustangs. Lauren Ullman, Emmy Marlette just communicating about who's going to box out the shooter. That one's good. So Memorial with a 1-point lead, 5 seconds to go. Here comes Jordan Ullman up the side. Emmy Marlette all the way to the corner. Gracie Miller, the shot is up and off the rim. It was a good look. That one is not going to go down, and Memorial wins the barn burner, but what a nice fast break Boy, they got it up the court.
And I saw Coach Swanson, a lot of coaches will call a timeout there and other teams kind of relax. And I saw Coach Swanson say, run it, and they definitely practiced that, and you couldn't ask for a better look.
That was that sideline free throw fast break. Yep. And, La Crosse Aquinas, they had so much success back in the 80s and 90s running that. I was coaching for Prairie du Chien, and I'll tell you, I knew it was coming, and we still got beat on it. But, boy, the Mustangs ran it to perfection, just not able to hit the shot. But, man, what an effort by both teams, coaches, players, everyone. The fans did a good job. And, thank you to the officials. And, Matt, thank you. Again, our color man, activities director for Menomonie High School, Matt Riley. But this is Joe Zadowski signing off. Mustangs drop a close one, 58-57. Congratulations to the Old Abes. They have put themselves in position to play for the conference championship when they go against Rice Lake on Friday. The Mustang girls will be back in action on Friday as well. Is that New Richmond?
Against New Richmond at home, yeah.
All right, so back in action. There'll be 3 games this week for the girls. But, boy, after back-to-back nights, beating Altoona last night and then a 1-point game here tonight, just a very entertaining ball game. And, again, good effort by both teams. So that's it. Mustangs dropped this one 58-57. Joe Zadowski signing off. You've been watching Mustang.